and what I'm expecting over the next 30 to 90 days. Before I reveal my list, you need to understand how I filter through the thousands of coins out there. I check their GitHub for recent updates and make sure they have the funding to keep going. Third, token unlocks. I avoid coins with massive unlocks scheduled for this month. A huge dump of new supply can crush the price, and I don't want to fight that downward pressure. This is the bedrock of my long-term portfolio. Why am I still buying it? Plus, with recent upgrades, transaction fees are down and usage is up. Next up, coin number 2 is Solana, or Sol. It's the fastest growing chain for both meme coins and DeFi, which brings in a ton of activity and fees. My expectation is more volatility, but a continued upward trend. I'm really impressed with its rapid growth in total value locked, or TVL. That means more and more money is flowing into its DeFi ecosystem. It has a strong venture capital backing and a very active community of builders. Plus, there are some big ecosystem events and announcements coming up that could act as major catalysts. The risk here is medium to high. It's a newer chain, so it's less predictable than the established players. But with that risk comes a higher potential upside. Moving on to coin number 4, a project I believe is a sleeping giant, Chainlink, or Link. Chainlink is the backbone for bringing real-world assets and institutional data onto the blockchain. Its cross-chain interoperability protocol, or CCIP, is seeing increasing adoption, allowing different blockchains to talk to each other securely. Historically, Link has a pattern of pumping late in the bull cycle. I see it as a slow, steady grind upwards, followed by a potentially explosive move. The risk is low to medium, making it another solid portfolio piece with a huge narrative behind it. Let's talk about the AI narrative with coin number 5, rndr, or rndr. The demand for AI and decentralized GPU power is only going up, and rndr is perfectly positioned to capture that. It's a top infrastructure play for AI rendering, providing the computing power that these complex models need. Looking at its chart, it's showing a very strong weekly trend. This isn't just hype. There's real demand for its service. The risk is medium to high, as the AI sector can be volatile, but the thesis is incredibly strong. For coin number 6, we're looking at a leader in the modular blockchain space, Celesta, or TIA. The idea of modularity, where blockchains specialize in one task and work together, is a huge trend. Celesta has massive interest from developers who are using it to build their own custom blockchains more easily. We are still very early in this narrative, which means there's a lot of room for growth. But the long-term thesis is compelling, and I believe it could be a major player in the future of crypto infrastructure. Let me be crystal clear. This is an extremely high-risk bet. There are also some interesting roadmap catalysts coming up that could generate some buzz. Think of it as a lottery ticket. It could go to 0, or it could do a 50x. Never put more than you are willing to lose on these types of plays. So, how do I split my buys across these coins? Here's my approximate allocation for the month. About 70% goes into my long-term holds. That's primarily Ethereum, with healthy amounts of Solana and Chainlink as well. These are the anchors. About 20% goes into what I call my growth plays. This is where Sui, rndr, and Celesta fit in. They have higher upside potential but also higher risk. Finally, that last 2 to 5% is reserved for my high-risk lottery ticket, which this month is Nexa. This structure keeps my portfolio balanced between stability and high growth potential. One last crucial point. I don't buy all of these coins on the first day of the month. That's a terrible strategy. I spread my buys throughout the month, strategically dollar cost averaging in. I especially look for opportunities on market dips, when funding rates reset, and when there's a lot of fear in the market. That's when you get the best prices. My plan is to do this every single month, keeping you updated on my portfolio. Next month, I'll reveal what I've sold, what I'm increasing my position in, and what new coins have made it onto my watch list. It's all about full transparency. Thanks for watching, and if you found this valuable, make sure to follow for next month's update.